MK support for Diamond Kingpin Louis Liebenberg as he rocks up in court. Bad news for the agriculture industry as Trump's new tariff threats include a whopping 30% for South Africa's exports. And the Texas floods death toll tops 100 with more rain on the way. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.
A formal request has been made to the public protector to investigate allegations of executive misconduct and political interference against Police Minister Mchunu. The complaint follows bombshell claims by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, who accused the minister of orchestrating the collapse of the KZN Political Killings Task Team. The team, which had secured more than 100 convictions, was disbanded late last year, shortly after linking firearms to high-profile assassinations.
We have not met with Comrade Senzo in this particular instance, and I'm fully confident that he will engage with the leadership of the ANC, and in particular Luthuli House, on the allegations that have been made. He owes it to the ANC. He doesn't have to be commanded about it.
Mkhwanazi also claimed that there is a drug cartel operating in Gauteng with links to high-ranking politicians and members of the judiciary. Joburg's Department of Public Safety says there is a belief in the allegations that Gauteng's drug dealers are protected.
The cases, they get struck off the roll. The cases disappear. When are we going to sort that out? We've been saying it for 3 years. Mkhwanazi is right. And the president must act. Must clean everything the road. Why cases? I even said to you guys, why do cases disappear? I said that. I can form the best unit. We can do everything we have. Even in the IGR with the premier, I said, we're going to do all this work, but the criminals, we arrest them and the cases disappear. Prosecutors, they must come and account. What happened to the cases?
Eastern Cape Judge President Mbenenge has told the Judicial Conduct Tribunal investigating allegations of sexual harassment against him that High Court Secretary Andiswa Mengo used endearing terms towards him. On the 20th of June 2021, Mengo sent a text to the Judge President on WhatsApp wishing him a happy Father's Day. In this message, she referred to the senior judge with his clan name, which Mbenenge says made him feel warm. The senior judge has accused Mengo of having selective amnesia for failing to disclose this in her official complaint. He's testifying before the fact-finding body after Mengo accused him of making unwanted sexual advances towards her between 2021 and 2022.
The time is 0603. I wake up to a conversation initiated by the complainant. For the first time, I receive Happy Father's Day from her. She refers to me as Jola. Being called by clan name within the culture, and I'm not at all blowing culture out of proportion here, as some may think. The point of substance is that when somebody calls you by your clan name, it's an endearment.
Mbenenge also rejected the assertion that the peeled banana emoji sent to Mengo was meant to depict a male private part.
In other words, I'm saying I was going to give you something nice. I could have sent a chocolate. I could have sent anything that people, when they meet, would love to share. But clearly, it has got nothing to do with any pennies.
Alleged diamond scheme kingpin Louis Liebenberg has been left without a lawyer after his attorney withdrew from his case this morning. Liebenberg and his 8 co-accused have returned to the Bronkhorstspruit Magistrate Court for their fraud, racketeering and money laundering charges. The Zuma associate is accused of running a botched diamond investment scheme where he siphoned 4 billion rand from investors.
When Louis Liebenberg made his first few court appearances last year, members of the MK party would also fill the court benches in support of him. Liebenberg has strong ties with the party and its leader, Jacob Zuma, with reports of him even covering some of the former president's legal fees. But today, Liebenberg walked into the dock, running his eyes through the small courtroom, and not a single MK party member in uniform could be seen. His problems have mounted, as his lawyer, Jaco du Plessis, told the court that he'd be withdrawing from the matter.
My instruction is to withdraw at this stage. As attorney, all the dates suits the accused number 1 and myself.
While du Plessis did not inform the court of a reason for his withdrawal, he's not ruled out the prospects of him returning to the matter, saying he may do so once he receives proper instructions, which may be financial, from Liebenberg. Modise, Eyewitness News in Bronkhorstspruit.
Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen says he's gravely concerned about the impact that the United States' 30% tariff import increase will have on the country's exports. He says the announcement will almost certainly spell the end of the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act, under which the country has until now enjoyed duty-free exports to the US for more than 6,000 products. Delivering his budget speech in Parliament today, Steenhuisen said there is still time for government to negotiate a more favourable deal before the 1st of August implementation date. Steenhuisen says the agriculture sector is particularly exposed in the areas of citrus, wine, nuts and table grapes.
Now more than ever, it highlights the need for urgent reform in South Africa so that we can ensure that our economy meets the requirements of our trading partners around the world. And I look forward to working with Minister Tau and others in the coming weeks to urgently seek a way through this impasse and ensure that we can avoid the 30% tariff for our agricultural sector.
President Cyril Ramaphosa maintains that the figure isn't an accurate representation of trade between the two countries. Ramaphosa, in response to a letter from the US president, says American goods enter the South African market under the 0% duty. This is against other countries which are charged 7.6%. Trump, in hiking up the import duties into his country, insists it's a move towards creating balance and fair trade.
This contested interpretation forms part of the issues under consideration by the negotiating teams from South Africa and the US. Accordingly, South Africa maintains that the 30% reciprocal tariff is not an accurate representation of available trade data.
The South African Social Security Agency says beneficiaries who've come forward to verify their sources of income can expect grant payments today. SASSA delayed some payments this month to targeted beneficiaries who are suspected of having extra sources of income. Grant recipients who've received communication from SASSA are urged to visit branches to verify.
If your account has been flagged, you won't get your pay on the 3rd. It will be delayed and the payment will happen on the 8th. Delaying it is to make sure that you come forward and present yourself to a SASSA office and say, in actual fact, SASSA, you are wrong. I am not employed.
Volunteers on horseback and others with rescue dogs are combing riverbanks alongside authorities in central Texas, searching for victims of catastrophic floods that have killed more than 100 people. Rescuers in inflatable motorboats also searched for bodies near Camp Mystic, an all-girls summer camp where 27 campers and counsellors died after being swept away by floodwaters. Another team collected the children's belongings from flooded cabins marked by mud lines exceeding 1.5 metres high. A water plant in the city of Cape Town has been named jury winner at the annual Architizer A+ Awards in New York. This recognition comes after the city completed its first advanced water reclamation plant last year, a milestone that made the award possible. The plant won in the factories and warehouses category and is located next to the Cape Flats wastewater treatment works in Pelican Park.
This international award is an amazing recognition for the fact that we are investing in really world-class infrastructure that forms part of our new water program. This is a major public infrastructure investment which will help us to secure our water future.
And that's all from us. Don't forget to download the EWN app and we'll see you for more again tomorrow.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.